Hey everybody, welcome back to Geeking. Today it's just two geeks talking, and what we're going to talk about today is we just saw the very first showing of Captain America Winter Soldier. He took me for my birthday last night.
Yeah.
Went down and saw the very first 8 o'clock showing, so we want to talk about that.
We stood in line.
We stood in line.
It wasn't even needed.
Yeah, it wasn't that crowded. Everybody was going to the IMAX 3D one. We went to the regular 2D version one, so... real quick before we start, I want to throw out a quick shout out to Loot Crate for my shirt. Thank you very much. Anybody who want a shirt like this, kind of cool shirt, Loot Crate, check them out, lootcrate.com. Okay. So we went and saw the movie last night, and we won't give any spoilers in case anybody hasn't seen it yet or doesn't know. Odds on everybody's watching this probably knows everything about the story already, but we won't give any spoilers on this. But personal opinion, you're the Cap fan. You go first.
I liked it. I thought it was so much better than the first one. I thought they had a more... Like, the first one was a World War II setting. The second one, 70s political thriller. The fight scenes are more... not realistic, but... more Bourne Identity.
They sort of powered Cap up more in this movie.
Yeah.
They gave him more power. He was a little more powerful in this movie than he was in the first one, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, there were some parts in that scene where he took some hits that were like, damn, I don't think
he's a super soldier.
But I mean, he didn't show that in the first movie where he could do things like that, where, like the fall, when he fell out of the freaking,
He fell out of the building in Avengers.
Well, yeah. So I think he gave him a little more power, and they did a lot more fighting scenes with him. He knew a lot more there was a lot more kicking and stuff like that. Not just full on Muhammad Ali punching crap. It was like when he fights Batroc the Leaper. Yeah, that's a cool scene. It's very cool.
They already talked about it. They said it was so hard because he's an actual mixed martial artist, having to learn how to have a fake fight.
Yeah, so those are good scenes. The scene with when he's fighting the Winter Soldier is really good. I think the addition of Robert Redford in that scene, in that movie, to me sort of gave it sort of like, I always said having him in that sort of gave it like a Tom Clancy kind of James Bondish kind of feel to the movie instead of a superhero movie, but then you still had the huge helicarriers and all that kind of stuff. So, I
don't know. It was supposed to be the Winter Soldier, but he didn't show up a lot.
Yeah, it was more about really Cap and him dealing with his past.
Yeah, and Robert Redford and S.H.I.E.L.D.
This is sort of like, like Iron Man 3, where Tony Stark sort of dealt with his I'm not this shining armor, I'm the man.
Yeah.
This is Cap sort of dealing with, I'm back from the past and I have nothing in common with anybody. Because you got the little joking thing between him and Natasha about the dating, and he doesn't want to date anybody. And they actually introduced, they put his girlfriend.
Everyone knows that.
Yeah, the girl. Yeah, she's in this. And
not a lot.
No. But she's in it. Wait, who are you talking about?
Agent 13.
No, I'm talking about the girl from his past.
Peggy.
Yeah.
Peggy Carter.
Yeah, the girl from she's older now. And it sort of has his relationship, and she's sort of not so. She sort of has senility, but it's dealing with his past, and then the whole thing with Winter Soldier and his past and the whole bit. So, other than that, I think it was. Do I think it's better than the first one? Yeah, I think it's better than the first one. I think Captain America. I didn't know if I liked the beginning. I don't know. Not the beginning. I don't think I didn't. Wasn't like the thing of addition of the Falcon. It seemed sort of forced because it was just like he was a guy working at the hospital. All of a sudden, you're like, hey, best pals. But it seemed a little forced. But I will say I did like it. He did have some cool fight scenes at the end when they were fighting. So that was good. I like that.
A lot of broken bones.
A lot of people getting the crap kicked out of them in that movie. It was a lot of good action scenes, and the directors, which is the
guys from Community.
Yeah, the brothers.
Russo
brothers who did Community. The paintball special and all that, did an excellent job with this movie. I mean, just that scene where he shoots Nick Fury's car and it flips over and he just steps aside and watches it go fly. I mean, that's just freaking awesome, man. Come on, that's cool. Everybody's looking in there. They can see a little. If you're familiar with Community, you'll see a little little tribute to Community in there, where somebody shows up, you'll pick him out if you're a Community fan. And I was telling you, I love the Grand Moff Tarkin guy with the on the helicarrier, where it's like, weapon is ready, sir. Fire when ready. This is like, okay, there's a little Star Wars thing there. Yeah, I was like, there's a little one for Star Wars. Fire when ready. It's like, okay, Grand Moff Tarkin's on the helicarrier. But no, it's real good movie. I think everybody should see it. If you're, I think it deserves a 90. Percent like. Flickster's giving it a 90.
It was a 5 out of 5.
Yeah, I believe so. It was really good. Really good. Of course, everybody knows who watches those movies. You have to stay to the end, and you have to stay to the very end.
Oh, God.
You have to stay to the very end. Just like in, which one was it? It was both of them, Thor and Avengers, where they had dual cutscenes.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So you got to stay to the end. I'm not going to tell you anything about it.
Oh, dear Lord.
But they're very cool.
And
very
Josh
cool.
Whedon directed the first one.
The first one's the best. The first one's the best. The second one, I think, sort of leads you in what they... You can take your own person from this, but I think it's where they're leading with another spin-off kind of thing. So I think they're going with that. They make some references in the movie.
Oh, so many references.
So many references to stuff in this movie. There's... they mentioned Stephen Strange. Yeah, they mentioned Stephen Strange just offhand. And they also mention... a
lot of Stark, and you see Avengers Tower.
Yeah, you see a bunch of that. So you got to pay attention to those movies. You see a lot of things are thrown out there that they're going to plan for the future. They're throwing those names out there. Yeah, what's her name's in it? The other Carter. She gets introduced. Not much, but she's in there. Hill's in there.
Oh, she's cool.
Yeah, she's good in this one. So that's it. Captain America, Winter Soldier.
It's gonna have a lot of impact on future, like Shield. It's gonna have a big impact on Shield.
Yeah, we're wondering how they're gonna handle that, because everybody knows this is that story arc that's following the whole Fall of Shield thing, and we're wondering how it's gonna affect Agents of Shield.
Which was already showing it.
Right, and they're already sort of playing that up because everybody's running.
Nobody trusting anyone.
Yeah, everybody's fighting amongst themselves on the ship. So they see that, and if you saw the end. If you guys have watched the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., you saw the end when it showed the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. shield came up, it flashed to the Captain America shield, and then flashed back to the shield symbol.
Yeah.
So we know there's going to be something coming up where it's going to involve this show, just like they did with Thor. So we're wondering how that's going to mix together. So it's going to be pretty cool. I think Josh Whedon being the producer of that, and then the Avengers, and then having all the connections, going to sort of play that in there with it. They got to. One of my issues is that, not an issue, but it does play like a comic book, because it's just like a comic book in the fact that, and this is where you disagree with me sort of, but it's just in the fact that you have one movie where everybody's fighting an alien force, and they're all together fighting everybody, and they're all friends, and they eat shawarma at the end, and everybody's best friends, and then this movie, everything goes to shit. You got everything going, Nick Fury getting, problems and all these issues happening, and helicarriers and all this stuff, and it's just like Captain America, Black Widow, and then Sam Wilson sort of comes out left field. Where's Hawkeye? I mean, that's the way a comic book is. A comic book's the same way. It's like Captain America being this comic book helping the Avengers fight Thanos, and he'll be in the next one stopping the Red Skull from taking over America by himself. It's like no one helps out. And it's just
can't help out. There's gotta be an Avengers movie every movie.
It just makes it feel sort of empty, because it's like, yeah, they're all friends. They're eating shawarma, and they beat these aliens up, and then Captain's all having all these problems, and it's like nobody came to his aid, huh? No, not one. No one can pick up a phone, give a call.
You can't have that.
No one can pick up a phone, give a call. Hey, Cap, can you need help? Problems? Stark Tower's just down the road.
Remember he was getting targeted.
I mean, he's just down the road. I mean, you think he'd be like, hey, can I help? No? Okay, cool.
They were in Washington.
Or whatever.
That's in New York.
It would take him like 5 minutes, okay? He just like... And freaking Hawkeye...
You're overthinking.
Hawkeye is a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent. Why wasn't he there? Or whatever. Maybe he was in, I don't know. Maybe he was in the Crimea fighting the Russians. I have no idea. So, okay. So that's how we feel about Captain Winter Soldier. What?
What about the Sebastian Stan rumors?
Oh, yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. The whole rumor that Sebastian Stan's going to take over as the new Cap, and they're
He's
gonna
gonna
kill.
sign it
Kill Chris Evans off because Chris Evans wants to go off and direct and do other stuff.
These are all rumors.
It's all rumors. I don't think he's going to. I don't think he'll make a good enough Cap to take over the movie. It's like trying to replace Tony Stark. Well, I mean, the newest Tony Stark, not having Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man.
That's like saying that you're gonna have War Machine take over as Iron Man because
Tony Rhodes is going to take over.
Not
Iron
Tony
Man.
Rhodes.
I mean,
what's his first name?
Rhodes. Not Tony Rhodes. I got it for his name. Whatever his name. First name is Rhodes.
Rhodey.
Rhodey. Take over for Tony Stark. How is he going to do that? But it's not going to happen. I mean, these guys have made these characters, and I could see it happening maybe 10 years down the road if they reboot. Like, I mean,
well,
they could do.
What's his name? Fergie? Kevin Fergie?
Right.
Said that he's gonna, if he does it, he's gonna James Bond him. With just different different actors, but same stories. Know what I mean?
Yeah. So like Captain America, like a James Bond guy.
No, like all of them. They're gonna do like a James Bond thing where.
Oh,
it's
so
the
it's
same
the
guy,
same
just
guy.
a different actor.
Right.
Every once in a while.
So do that. I think what's going to happen is I think they're going to play Winter Soldier into his own stuff.
They didn't explain a lot with him too, so they should.
The next Captain America 3 is going to have a lot of. It's going to have a lot of explaining to do, because Winter Soldier sort of was like, this is what happened, this thing, and boom, and then it was like, hey, we're done, and that was it. So, I don't think he's going to take over as Captain America. I think once it's over in 3, I think they'll do 3. They'll have Captain America 3, and then they'll stop. And then Avenger 3, and then that'll end, and then you'll see a whole another rotation come.
Of different characters like Doctor Strange, which they have announced that they're going to make.
Yeah, they've already announced that one. So, and then you got the whole Netflix movies coming out too, with Luke Cage and Iron Fist, Daredevil, and Jessica Jones. And then they're going to do a Defenders miniseries. So you got those guys happening. So that's.
They said they have their movies already planned out to like 2020 or 2030.
Well, I'm sure they got movies. They probably don't have scripts written or anything.
Oh, no.
But they have just how they want to take things. And it all depends on the actor. They sign these guys these huge contracts. I mean, shit, Sebastian Stan signed a contract for what, 6 movies?
No, he signed up for 9 before.
9 movies?
Before
Chris Evans signed up for how many when he signed on?
6.
I mean, come on, they got these guys locked up for these movies, and they don't have to make them, but they have them locked up to do them. So they're smart where they're making these. And you know what? It's like you're seeing this evolution of movies. And follow me here, people. But this is evolution of movies. Is that you saw a whole evolution of movies when you saw the fat homeless guy.
Kelly Clarkson.
I'm thinking Avengers, so I'm off track here. Oh my God, Peter Jackson.
Oh yeah.
When you saw him, and he brought the style of making all his movies all at once, that sort of evolved. And then you saw Harry Potter did it. They did it with Harry Potter, stuff like that. You saw that happen. You saw this evolution. Where I think now Marvel's moved to another evolution is that they're making a string of movies, and they're locking people up, and they're making movies that are intertwining with each other. And that's a new evolution, because we're starting to see DC's trying to do that now. DC's desperately trying to catch up to Marvel, trying to do that right now with the Batman, Superman, trying to introduce Wonder Woman, stuff like that. DC's really trying, because Marvel's got that evolution wrapped up, and it worked brilliantly. It sucked everybody in, because you sold all these movies, and then you brought them to one big movie, and then you branched off again to more movies, and you're bringing everybody back again to one big movie again. It's a whole other evolution, and other companies are trying to copy that. So I think DC's trying, but they're just having so many problems with their freaking trying to get Batman versus Superman out. I don't know that that's even going to be. They can't go against. What are they supposed to? They're supposed to be launching on the exact same day as
Cap 3.
As Cap 3. I mean, come on.
I know everyone's gonna see it though.
Yeah, but you will. Of course, everybody's gonna see it. Everybody saw the one with
Bat nipples.
No, the Superman with the one that guy who disappeared, never saw him again.
What's his name again?
I can't remember his name now. God, this is horrible. We're geeks. We can't remember guys' names.
Brandon Routh.
Brandon Routh. Yeah, everybody saw that too, and then they went, "What a stinkhole that was." Okay, so I mean, yeah, of course they're going to see it. Doesn't mean it's going to be good. I don't know, but they're trying to introduce their characters to it Justice League. If that ain't copying what Avengers is, what is what isn't? So, yeah. So I mean, and I don't know how I'm gonna like this whole thing with this new Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch being in one movie, and then Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch being in another.
Scarlet Witch isn't in it.
Oh, she's not in the Future Past.
But it's the 2 guys from Kick-Ass.
I know, but it's like we got.
You can't say mutant.
2 different Marvel characters being played by 2 different people in 2 different movies that are coming out almost at the same time.
A year apart.
Yeah, a year apart. I mean, it's like that. It's like having, okay, I have Spider-Man and then I got Spider-Man. You know, it's like, it doesn't work. It doesn't. How do they even own the rights to Quicksilver if he's a Marvel and then he goes with, I thought Fox owned all those.
You can have him if you don't say mutant, apparently.
Yeah. What's the word they gave him?
Inhuman?
No, never mind. That would be a spoiler if I say it. Never mind. But, yeah. So that's leaving us off track. But that's the whole thing. Cap 3 is definitely a hit.
2.
And I mean Cap 2. Sorry, I'm thinking of it later on. Cap 2 is definitely a hit. It's leading us down that road now. Guardians of the Galaxy is going to direct us right into. You can see where it's going. The previews, you're going to see previews to Guardians of the Galaxy again, and you'll see Cap. You're going to see previews to that, and you can look closely, and you can see where it's going to lead us right into Avengers 2. Okay.
Who's the villain gonna? Oh, it's gonna be Ronan the Accuser.
Yeah, Ronan the Accuser. But if you look closely in the previews, you can see a character that was already in.
Oh, you can tell it's a trailer.
Well, it's a trailer. You'll see it. You'll see
The Collector.
The Collector from the Thor mini shot at the end of the thing. He's going to be in Guardians of the Galaxy, so you're going to see this. You already see where they're leading us right into it.
That's gonna be so cool when Avengers 3 is gonna be like the climax. You're gonna have Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy. You're gonna have like all these super teams coming together to fight Thanos.
And Cap 2 sort of led us in that direction. If you watch some of the things
At the end.
at the end, you'll see it sort of leads us into Avengers 3 too. So
That leads into both, though.
Avengers 2, I mean.
It leads into Avengers 2 and maybe Avengers 3.
So yeah, so they're just doing it again. We're, like I said, it's branched us, zooming us into one movie. We're getting thrown into one movie again. Everybody's sort of lining us up. So it's a great way of doing it because it adds to anticipation.
That's not professional.
Come on, someone tweeted me. So anything else you want to talk about movies or anything before we go? Anything coming out? We want to see Guardians of the Galaxy that's coming out.
Godzilla?
Of course, Godzilla. Godzilla looks amazing.
And it's got Quicksilver.
It looks amazing. I think it's gonna beat out Cap and the rest of them. I mean, this is the largest incarnation of him.
Yeah, you got that from me.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. You could say it, but he's huge, and it's gonna be awesome.
And
I'm a Godzilla
Rodan.
fan. Yeah. Does anybody else see him in that? I see the preview and I see Rodan. Does anybody else see Rodan in that preview? Do you?
I did.
Guys, do you see it? I mean, come on. I saw Rodan. He's at like the 120 mark in one of the trailers. I think it's the second one. If you go to the website, it's Godzilla 2 trailer. I think it's like the 120 mark in the trailer. And it has a quick snap of a huge flying thing.
Keeps calling.
And who does?
Your daughter.
Oh. Wow. There's like noises all through this house. And no one's here, but there's like noises. I think Zach Bagan should be here right now. I mean, like, he should be like, who's there talking? Is there someone talking? Is someone here with us? There's like noises coming from everywhere right now. So let's wrap it up. Movie's great, awesome movie. Go see it. Great fight scenes, great acting, great leading in the movies.
Okay, and now you're gonna you're gonna have future video game things coming up.
About what?
You're gonna do your future games because now you got GameFly.
Oh yeah, so we're gonna do some reviews on games and stuff. If you watch the video coming out on just opened my review on Diablo 3, Reaper of Souls expansion to Damn Cat's trying to
regulate.
trying to get in the room. So keep watching the channel, subscribe. See, we're totally unprofessional. We're like the most unprofessional people ever. I swear to God, we got cats and animals running through the house. We're so professional here, okay? Great, the cat's
Oh,
crying.
dear Christ.
So give us a thumbs up if you like us. Subscribe, and you'll get more of this high quality production.
He's just running around. Oh, jeez.
Here. So
Oh my god.
you'll see him. I got a dog behind me who's farting.
The dog here.
So subscribe, like, go to the webpage. This is Vader. Or say hi, Vader. Hi. We called him Vader because he was born on the year that the
Star Wars
3 came out. So like us, like the webpage, like this page, give us some comments,
Oh god.
and you'll continue to get this, like PBS, you'll continue to get this high quality programming that everybody comes to expect from us. All right? Good. Kill it.
Ow!
The claws. His name is Vader.
Oh god.